titled Level Up Your Research Skills on EBSCOhost platform, presented by Yusra Awara, training specialist from Middle East and North Africa from EBSCO. Welcome, Ms. Yusra.
Thank you, Zainab, for this warm introduction. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining today's training on EBSCOhost platform. Allow me to share my screen and let's get started. So I hope you can all see my screen now.
Yes, dear.
Yes,
can see.
great.
Yes, it's clear. It's clear.
Thank you for your confirmation. So for today's training, we're going to navigate the new EBSCOhost user interface. So probably many of you have noticed now that we have upgraded the interface of EBSCOhost to a newer one so that you can have a seamless and a better user experience. So today we'll be seeing how we can navigate this interface, construct and apply basic and advanced searches, have a look at all of your subscribed databases and ebook collections. We'll see how you can use the quick filters, which are now added to help you find the limiters quickly to help you refine your search results, how you can view the full text, how to use the thesaurus to create precise search records, and how to browse publication whenever you are interested in running a title level search. You can also create search and journal alerts to be always notified on your favorite journals and your previous search terms. And I will guide you at the end of the session to help materials on EBSCOhost. So we have a hub, connect.ebsco.com. This website have lots of help materials, including frequently asked questions, short tutorials, videos, etc., that can really help you whenever you have any query. So the goals of the new user interface is to create a responsive interface, a modernized user interface that is incorporating some of the common design elements that you would find usually on familiar websites. So the whole point is to help you navigate an interface that you're familiar to use. So we have upgraded the design and we have made it much more simple so that when you are searching and when you are doing your daily researches, you feel that you are using an easy to use platform. So here are a couple of features before we head to the live environment. So the interface itself is now responsive for use on different size devices. There is a simplified design to reduce cognitive load. So you can see already there is this simplified design. Once you land on the homepage of EBSCOhost, you start seeing that there is this white page with just few links on the screen to help you head directly to where you're interested to go. The auto suggests, so as you start entering your search term in the search box, you will be finding different suggestions from the popular searches related to your search term. And in case you have also entered a word with a different or a wrong spelling, automatically when you head to the list of results, it will be auto corrected to the most accurate term. The easy to access quick filter, you will find it underneath the search box and you will find it also when you're directed to the list of results. There is headings and landmarks for screen reader navigation, descriptive text for images and non-text records, transcript for videos, text to speech feature for PDF and text formats. So also as an accessibility feature, we have ensured that now you're able to not translate to convert the text to speech, so you can download it to mp3. You can even listen to the article and have the article read out to you. So this is the new UI viewer, as we will see in the live environment. This is how you're going to cite the article or export citation. There are now globalization for the languages available. So you have around 32, making sure that everyone is comfortable in translating the interface with the language that they are most comfortable with. The text to speech, as we mentioned, we will find this listen icon, and now it's supported for online full text and PDF full text. So let's head to the live environment and see all of these features live on the platform itself. So the first step, of course, is that you're going to log into your digital library. So once you go to University of Bahrain Library and you scroll down, you will be able to see this carousel. So this carousel will keep displaying different resources that you have in your library, so different publishers, and also the content provided from EBSCO. So you can see here the names of the databases. So if I click on EBSCOhost and I choose any of this, so for example, if I'm interested in a general topic, so this would be Academic Search Complete, which is a multidisciplinary database, art and architecture for art and architecture content, business for business content. So you will see that the names of the databases are pretty much self-explanatory and reflecting the content. So choosing any of these databases will take you to EBSCOhost, and you will find here searching, and it will be searching the database that you've selected. So for example, if I selected Academic Search Complete, then I will land on this page. Remember that you can also search multiple databases at once. So when you click on Academic Search Complete, now you know all of the databases that comes from EBSCO. So Academic Search Complete is a multidisciplinary database covering biology, science, chemistry, law, mathematics, physics, so different topics, art and architecture, business. SINAL, this is for the cumulative indexing for nursing and allied health literature. So this is a special database dedicated for the nursing and allied health professionals or those who are studying this specialty. So please feel free to join the training that is dedicated for this database. We have ebook collections. So also for those who are interested in browsing ebooks, there is a general one, and there is one for engineering and one for nursing. There is the education source, engineering source, InSpec with full text, Math Science Net, regional business news, sport disc with full text. So you have a plenty of databases from EBSCO, so I would advise you to go ahead, explore this resources, and start your search. So the easiest way is that you can simply select them all and enter your search term, or you can dive in one database at a time, depending on your preference. Remember that you can also have or experience different search methodologies. So if you're still a novice researcher, still interested in the basic way to navigate an interface, then the basic search screen is the one to go, because here you have the option to go ahead, enter your search term in this simplified search box. Advanced search is when you want to add the Boolean operator. So just a refresher on the Boolean operator, I'm sure all of you know how to use it, but just to emphasize on how it would impact the number of your search result. If you're entering AND, this will narrow your search results to references containing both of your search term. So you will find articles mentioning both the element X and the element Y. So this is the purpose of AND. But if you're using OR, this will broaden the scope of your search. So this will end up with higher number of results because it will yield results on the element of X individually, the element of Y individually, plus what would be retrieved from combining X and Y together. So if you would like to broaden your search to include the common elements and the elements for each one individually, then you're going to use OR. If you want just articles mentioning both of your search terms, then you're going to use it. And not would omit a term from my search. So if, for example, I'm interested in lung cancer that is not related to smoking, so I can type in lung cancer and exclude the element of smoking. So you need to start planning your search. The first step is to always identify the keywords in your research statement. You don't want to like enter so many words in the search box. Just try to be specific in what you're going to use. Remember that you can also combine equivalent subjects together. So, for example, if I want to combine advertising with marketing or like similar subjects that I want to combine it together, I can use the Boolean operator. Or if I would like to, for example, diet or nutrition, so this could be with or. Anything that is similar, I can combine it with or so that I'm ensuring that the list of my results having both of my terms. You have also here the searchable field codes, and this is of course very helpful in creating a targeted search because instead of running unqualified search, you're guiding EBSCOhost platform to search in a specific field. So maybe you're interested that your search term are in the title of the article, so you would select title. Maybe you would be interested in using the subject, so it will be searching the subject field of the article. Maybe you're interested in the source. So source will be searching the publication name. And we have also the abstract, we have ISSN, ISBN, and we have author. So maybe I wish to read articles by a certain author, or maybe I want to have it all text. If it's all fields, automatically your search term will be searched against all of this field. And the more frequently the matches with all the fields, the earlier this article will be presented in your list of results. So you have the option to dedicate your search and make it more specific. Also, if you're selecting one database at a time, so let's say that I am a business student, I'm interested in business, and I just want to dive deeper in that specific database. So if I write here marketing, I have the choice to find special field codes when I select one database at a time. So what do I mean by that? I mean that now in this drop-down menu, you can see other options. So I can see geographic terms, I can see people, I can see products, I can see company, industry code. So now you have a longer list of codes that is including the common codes of the abstract, source, subject, full text, author, plus something that is related to business source, like we can search by the geographical content of the article or maybe by a specific company, etc. So you have an option either to select it from the drop-down menu. So if I here go ahead and I select company entity, for example, I can type here CO and type the name of the company that I'm looking for. So maybe looking for Dell Technologies. And I also have the option to just enter the code. So if I'm already familiar now with the platform and I memorized, I'm recalling that CO is the abbreviation for company entity. So I don't need to um, select it from the drop-down menu. I don't even need to select one database at a time because I remember that CO is the code for the company entity. So now any article that has the company entity indexed within all the articles of my selected database will be retrieved in my search results. And let me show you a live example. So if we go and click here, search, I'm just going to adjust it. And I click search. Just make sure that you enter your term in quotations in case you would write it down. So now you would find articles Let me find for you the field. So let me actually find you a better example so that you get the idea. Because for some reason, EBSCOhost didn't catch that we are now invoking CO as a field code, not as a keyword. Hmm. Yeah, that's weird. So I'll just check that with the technical team because optimally, what would happen, like if I would return my search, so what I wanted to show you is now if I would just select company, it's automatically now catching CO as a field code, not as a keyword, and my results must have one of the index field as Dell technology in the company. So this is what I mean that you're going to search the company entity. So just to avoid confusions, what I wanted to discuss by that is that sometimes you might be interested in diving deeper into the searchable field codes of a specific database. So feel free to go select one database at a time and select one field. And I'll get back with the technical team just to check why it's not invoking CO when I enter it and I need to select it. But in other cases, if you would just even like write a simple word like AB and marketing, now you're going to search for the marketing in the abstract information, or again, you can choose marketing and you can choose AB from here. So either entering the code or searching for the code. So once you land in the list of results, you have here the full text limiter. You have the peer-reviewed limiter where you can also limit your results. You have all time, so I can limit my results to past 12 months, past 5 years, 10 years. Source type, you have the different sources for the database that you've selected. Because remember, each database has its own content. So, for example, business might include content related to academic journal, company profile, industry profile, SWOT analysis. SNL might include something like evidence-based case sheets, quick lessons. So each database will have its own content. So to know what is the content covered in the database that you selected matching your search term, check the source type filter. And of course, when you are clicking peer reviewed, it will only limit it to the sources that are peer reviewed. But if you uncheck this filter by clicking X, you would remove the peer-reviewed filter and you can check all the matching document types or all the sources. Scrolling down, you can further add more limiters like the databases, the source types is here as well, the thesaurus, which is the subject or the index field, which are the fields used to describe an article, subject, publisher, publication, company, language, geography, industry. So you have multiple limiters under the filter column that you can further utilize. If you notice that we now added this generate AI insights, so this is a new feature in the EBSCOhost platform where you would click on generate AI insights and it take like few seconds to generate. This will give you two or 2 to 5 key points about the main content covered within articles. So this could give you like a quick review about the company, something like reading the abstract information, but it's more in a structured approach to let you know the main topics or the main content areas and checking whether this full text is relevant for you. And if it's relevant for you, you're going to go ahead, click access options and head to the PDF or the online full text view. We also have a feature called related items. So any related article to the one that you have selected will be displayed here as well, and I can move from one article to another. I can save my article. I can cite. So there are different citation styles. I can click copy to clipboard and choose any of the styles from the drop-down menu. I can export citation to any of these tools, add to project. So a way of organizing your work is not just saving an article, adding to a project would save it to a specific folders. So maybe I want to have a folder on marketing, maybe a folder on AI, maybe a folder on marketing tactics, whatever it is that the topics that you have and you want to organize your work, then you're going to click add to project, give it a name, give it a due date, a description, and that's job done. You can share the article. So maybe I would like to share it to Google Drive, OneDrive, or even save a link to this article. So I would simply click create link, copy to clipboard, or maybe take the link from the web address. I can send the PDF and the online full text, and both will be included as an attachment by entering my email address here. Download, print, and soon you will be able to search within the PDF. This is the related item, and this is the listen. So if I would like, so if it's easier for me to listen to the article as I read it, I can play it, and I can also change the playback speed, and I can download it as an MP3. There is also online full text. Excuse me. So you can also read the online full text, and you will be having this table of content to know the different content areas covered with this. Thank you. So as I was saying, there is the table of content help you know the different content areas, and another tool specific to the online full text is the web icon, which is translation. So if you have an article and you want it in another language, you can translate it to Arabic, for example. So as it translates, okay, here it is. You can see that the translation is by Microsoft, and we give you this note. This translation was produced by an automatic translation program, is intended to be representative of the content in the original article, but cannot be guaranteed to produce a completely accurate translation. So the point of translating the article is to be more of a time saver feature, but you might need to do some quality checks. You will be able to find the tools also in the additional information screen. So if I click on the title, I can see here the tools of saving, citing, add to project, share, download. Just the listen and the translation are available in the full text view. The related items can be also displayed here. You'll be able to see the title and the abstract information as well. So in the full text view, you're just able to see the names of the titles, but here you can check the abstract information and check if this article is relevant for you or not. If it is, simply click on the article and head to the full text. Also on the list of results, you can save and you can cite at the project share download. So remember, at any point in time, you can always share and save your results. Just make sure that you're already signed in. So once you log into your digital library, because your university have a single sign-on system, so all you need to do is log in once. Once you're logged in, you will be logged in all of the other publishers that you open during the session. So just ensure that you have signed in. If you have, for example, copied a link to an article and just redirected to EBSCOhost and you haven't signed in yet, you need to sign in at one point so that all of your items are saved, because otherwise you will see this notification that you need to be signed in to keep your saved items forever. So just ensure that you have logged in before saving any results so that your results are displayed under dashboard. Remember that you can save your search. So I can save my search. What will happen is I'm saving the search term, I'm saving the search field, I'm saving the filters. So it will take me again to the list of results that I have found before. And now I can continue my research from this point. I can also create an alert. So to create an alert, again, this is one of the features that requires an account. So anything that is related to the dashboard, which is projects, saved items, alerts, this requires an account. And as I've mentioned, once you're logged into the digital library, you're already on your account. So the creating alert would trigger an email notification to your email address highlighting that new items like new articles, issues have been added to the database and it's matching your previous search term. All of these are tools to help you stay updated to your search. I also want to highlight something related to the Generate AI Insights. The good thing about this feature is that it will be generated in the language of your interface. So let's say that this article was in Chinese. The Generate AI Insights will generate the insights in English if the interface is in English. Let's say that this article, as we can see here, this is in English and I want to translate my interface to the Arabic language. So for example, I'm comfortable more in Arabic, so I want my interface to be in Arabic language. So I go ahead, choose the language of my interface, and the AI insights will be in the same language. So this could be also helpful in case you have found, like you have really applied special limiters to your search, you have really refined your focus, and now you can see other languages retrieved in your results. You can still learn about them from the Generate AI Insights tool. And also, when you are displaying the online full text, remember that you have the web icon to translate the full text. I just wanted to remind you of these two features in case the language is not matching the one that you are comfortable in. Project is when I click create project. So for any item where I have clicked here add to project, I will find it, but I'm not signed in. This is why it's giving me this message. Saved will be giving me all of my saved records. And again, it's reminding me to sign in case I didn't. You have here saved searches. So this is for the search itself. Recent activity would be for the search history. So what were the search terms that I've searched today? Viewed records would be what are the articles that I have opened. So I accessed today this article at 12:32 a.m. So it will give you all the articles that you have viewed and maybe forgot to save. So you can save them from here. So anytime you see this bookmark feature, when it's blue, this means it's saved. And I can add it to a specific project. I can share it. I can delete it from my viewed records. And I can also download it to read it offline. Polls and checkouts will be for ebooks. So I will talk about this in a moment. And alerts is for, again, the search notification that you have created. So let me go ahead for the new search screen. So remember that the default search screen in your institution is the advanced search. So this means that you'll always be directed to the multiple search boxes screen, but you can always click on basic search if you're more comfortable using this one. In the advanced search, you also have the publications tab. So the publications tab will display a drop-down menu for all the databases that you've selected. So let's say I'm selecting all. Now I will find a drop-down menu for all the databases. And this is when I'm interested to search on a title level, not on an article level. So maybe I want to see if I have Harvard Business Review in my collection. So I click search. And here it is. It is in my subscription. We click on it. I can see the content and I can search within this publication. I can find all the issues and articles within a specific year and head to this volume. I can also trigger an alert. So I can create what we call journal alert. So whenever this journal publishes new issue, I am receiving an email notification. We also have subjects here. So we have subjects and we have CINAHL headings. So again, we're talking about CINAHL headings in the session dedicated to CINAHL. But for now, subjects are the subject field of the article. So just to refresh your memory, we mentioned that each article is described by a set of fields that help you find this article. This is the title record that you can use any word from this title to help you search for this article. You can search by the author and it will retrieve any article written by this author. You can use the publication, you can use the database, and you can use the abstract, and finally is the subject. So the subject is the most accurate field because it's reflecting the main content areas of that article. So if I would like to search for all the articles where marketing was specifically a subject field, not just mentioned in the abstract, not just mentioned in the title information, it is one of the main subjects of my article, then I can go ahead, use the thesaurus or use the subjects. And again, when you're searching subjects, it's similar to publications. You need to choose one database at a time. So if it's business or if it's any database, so let me choose something general. So for example, if I'm entering here learning and I click search, now I will find a list of different terms, maybe learning, maybe social learning, adult learning. So it gives me ideas. So am I interested in just learning or maybe in something specific like the options displayed below? So if I select learning, it will take me to a page where you find description of the word and you find what we call a tree view. This is giving you the hierarchy of learning. So learning comes under a broader heading of education. And then learning have so many related branches or so many, if I would be more accurate in describing it, narrower branches. So under learning comes active learning, adult learning, blended learning, cognitive learning, digital learning, interactive learning. So many ideas here, memorization. So it's like this tree. It's telling you that there is the branch of education, and then under education, we have the branch of learning, and then under learning, we have all of these branches. If you scroll down, you would find related terms. So these are like the related branches to learning. And you get to start checking these boxes if you would like to add them to the search box. You have the option to explode narrower terms. Explode narrower terms, as you see, checks all the boxes for the narrower branches. So this screen not only is a great way to run a precise search methodology because it's targeting only the subject field of the articles, but it's also a great opportunity to think of topics and to create interdisciplinary search and to consider things that you probably wouldn't consider if you're just using a general search screen. So if I start, for example, maybe I find myself interested in adding cognitive learning and digital learning. So maybe I want to add them all. Just make sure that you are checking the right boxes. And the next step would be what is the Boolean operator that you would like to combine or use. So maybe I would like to use or. And before I add it to my search, I need to make sure that my search box is cleared. So I click X, clear my search box, and then click add to my search. And you have here learning, cognitive learning, digital learning. So now we have 220,000 search results. And in the subject field, you must find either digital learning or cognitive learning or learning. Sometimes maybe you're just interested in making it narrower. So maybe you would like to use and. So this is where you play around with the and or. If and would really narrow your search, maybe you start using or. So maybe if I'm here using and maybe I'm interested in these two subjects. So this will trigger a search where I must find digital learning and cognitive learning both together in the subject field because I've used and. So let's try this one. Click search. So now you have a much lesser number of results, just 52, because you have combined it with and. So now digital learning and cognitive learning both will be found. If I scroll down, digital learning and cognitive learning, digital learning and cognitive learning. And this would be the case for the 52 records of your results because this is what subject searching is doing. It is creating this precise list of results. So I would also advise you to start maybe utilizing this technique in your search to ensure that you are ending up with very relevant records and you have like different methodologies. So the good thing about EBSCOhost is that it tailors the experience for you. Maybe you're just a novice researcher and you're just exploring EBSCOhost, exploring the databases, and you're just interested in the most simplified way. Then you can use the traditional search box that we all are accustomed to in all the search engines that we use on daily basis. But maybe you would like to dive deeper into the literature. Maybe you would like to select one database at a time and see the longer list of searchable field codes. Maybe you would like to search all the databases at once and use the common fields of the abstract, the subject, the title, the source. Maybe you would like to use the Boolean operator and or not. So this is all options to create targeted searches. Publication is when you're interested on searching on title level, on learning what are the journals, what are the magazines that are available in each database at a time, then you're going to do that from here. And finally is the subject, which is one of the most precise search methodologies because you're not searching any field of an article. You're searching the field that reflects the content of the article, which is the subject field. So I hope you found the search methodologies are simple and easy to navigate. And remember that the session is recorded, so they can always head back to the recording. I will share with you the recording link in the chat, and I will share it with Ms. Zainab as well, and she can share it with you whenever you have a question. Just one more thing before I take all of your questions, the ebook collections. So searching ebooks is as similar as searching databases. The only difference is the full text view. You have what we call the EPUB full text. So if I'm entering any search term, so now I've selected the ebook collection that I have, and I can also limit by download available. So this is limiting my results to copies of books that have the permission of the publisher to be downloaded offline. So now again, I can click access options and access, there is a PDF full text and EPUB full text, and I can click on the title record. And there is the download here. So you have three options. You have the chapters only. So maybe you would like to download one chapter at a time. So maybe this book is 20 chapters and I want to organize my reading, so I will not download the entire book. I will download chapter 1 today, chapter 2 tomorrow, and etc. So I can download the chapters here, choose the chapter, and download it. But I need to comply to what we call the publisher's permission. So each publisher will give you the maximum number of pages that you have available to download. So this is, for example, 25. You can also customize the page range. Maybe you're not interested to download it by chapter. Maybe you're interested to download it by numbers. So I want to read 15 pages per day. So maybe you check from page 1 to page 15 and you download the 15 pages. Maybe you want to download the entire book. So you would click full ebook. But again, this requires to be signed in. So because I'm not able to sign in now, just because I'm not connected to your institution, but when you click full ebook, you will be seeing the options to either download it in PDF or in EPUB. PDF is recommended if you're going to read the book from a desktop device. The EPUB is when you are interested in reading the book from a mobile device. And metadata only if you're just interested in the metadata of the book. So this is the accessing of the book, and this is the download feature. So if you just want to read it online, you can also do that. You can see the table of contents here, and I can download the chapters individually. And again, it will take me to this publisher's permission where I have only 25. So you have it also from here, like a more organized or a structured way to view it. And you can go and read the book online. You can save the book in your folder. So maybe you have found like 10 relevant books and you would like to save them all and check what is the most relevant later. So you can save them all and send them to your dashboard. You can cite the book. You can share it. So here you can click create a link and be directed to this page. You can download the book. So again, downloading the book will give you the options here and the table of content, and there is the search within. So maybe I want to see what were the pages that mentioned leadership. And you see the 666 pages with the word mentioned, and it will be highlighted here. So this is it for ebooks, just this tip of maybe selecting the ebook collections together and filtering them by download available. So just to bring you again to this filter here. So just maybe this tip to ensure that if you would like to download the books offline, that you have the only the records that are downloadable offline on your list of results. So this brings me to the end of the session. I want to also guide you to connect.ebsco.com. So let's just give it a minute. And if I would enter here my search term or whatever that I'm looking for, so I'm looking for a quick start guide on the new EBSCO host interface. So if you scroll down, you would find here the new EBSCOhost interface quick start guide. I'm going to copy this link and share it in the chat. So this is a really help article where it takes you to so many things that we have covered already. So there is how to information, how to do the basic search, the advanced search, apply filters, manage multiple results, read an article, translate the interface, translate the article, use the dashboard to create an account, project, alert, save search. So you don't need to create an account because you already have a single sign-on system. So you don't need to read this one, how to print, how to translate, how to cite, how to save to Google Drive, how to save to OneDrive, and also the ebooks. So you can also head back to this help article in case a 60-minute recording feels like a lot for you for a quick piece of information. You can just head to this article and it will display the things that you'll be interested in. So this brings me to the end of the session. Thank you so much for your attendance and for joining today's training. And now the floor is open for any questions.
Thank you, dear Ms. Yusra, for the informative and valuable session today. And please feel welcome to, if they have any question, if you.
Thank you, my dear. Yes, please. We have still time in our session, so and please make sure that you copy the connect.ebsco quick start guide link. It's really helpful.
Can I ask a question,
Yes.
please? To how extent I can copy the book or print or copy the book from the site? Is there any
Copy the book?
copyright on the books? Is there any copyright?
Yes. So when you try to copy, so some books have, again, there is always this publisher permissions that will give you what are you able to do with that book. Are you able to download it or not? Are you able to save how many pages within this book or share it or download it? And also, what are the portion of the text that can be copied? So there is the copy you will find under the publisher permissions. If I would share my screen again, whether you can copy it or not. So if you click on the ebook here, you have the permissions. Okay, so the permission will tell you how many copies are available to download. Is there like copies? So maybe there's just 3 copies, and if the 3 were downloaded, you would need to wait for someone to like finish the borrowing time so that you have the copy available. So now you can see that there is unlimited copies available. How many pages you have to download? 25 pages. Is the book downloadable or not? Available, but you need to download Adobe Digital Edition. So this is a requirement in case you would like to download any ebook, you need a reader software. And then can you copy and paste or not? So this is unavailable. So depending on what is the permission for the publisher, some allow the copy and paste and some don't. So just make sure that you are checking this permissions. When you click on the title record, you will find a whole section for the permission allowed. So I hope this answered your question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So I have also added a link, like an evaluation link in the chat. Please feel free to take the time to fill it just to know your feedback for today's session. And if you have any insights for future trainings, I would like also to learn from you and help you further in future trainings.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Yusra. I will share with them after all the forms that you write on the chat. with the evaluation form with the recording also.
So, is there anything that I can help you with in today's session?
I think there is no question.
So, thanks again for your valuable time, and I hope to see you in the upcoming sessions if the topics are relevant for your study area. Thanks
And
again, and see you soon.
thank you all for your attendance today, and we hope to find you found the information and the tools you need. And please feel free to contact the UOB library if you have any question. I already post our emails. If you need any help on login or find any resource you need, please feel free to contact us. And thank you for being with us today. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day, everyone.